What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction. Back with another reaction from the soundtrack to the Death Note anime from 2006, literally 20 years ago. And we're going to listen to another one from. I'm going to list it as Hideki Taniuchi, because that's how I listed it the first time, though in the Japanese style it would be Taniuchi Hideki. But yes, the original soundtrack, and there's been multiple soundtracks that have been released for it over time, but this is from the original one, and there are two composers. But yes, this is another one by Hideki Taniuchi, and it's L's theme. Now, I reacted to L's theme B now like 3 years ago, something like that. It was one of the first tracks from the soundtrack for Death Note I did react to, and I actually do prefer the B theme, which there's a kind of a Japanese rock feel, a J-rock sound to that one. This one is more like proper score music, but I certainly enjoy this one too. And L's detective investigations and mentally impressive considerations, I think, come across in the composition of the tune. And of course, it also makes me think of the Special Kira Task Force more generally, because it's often played when L is talking to the other members and they're hashing out who Kira might be or what the next step might be. And of course, a lot of that relates to them suspecting Light, or certainly L suspecting Light, and trying to figure what his next move might be in their cat and mouse chess game. So yeah, let's give it a listen. This is by Hideki Taniuchi, or Taniuchi Hideki, L's theme from the 2006 soundtrack to the anime for Death Note. Bass. actually was a bit more J-rock than I was recalling. Still, I don't think quite as much as the B theme or L's theme B. But yeah, that part with the, the guitar chords coming in, which if you noticed, I remembered that like, 20, 30 seconds before that section came in. It's like, oh wait, it's not just this rolling piano line, sometimes in conjunction with, as at the end there, sort of a plucked guitar playing that same melody. But yeah, there is that section where it gets a bit more gritty and rock-like. So yeah, I wasn't recalling the full tune. I was thinking more of the suspenseful, atmospheric piano line, which again, that is like, proper score, or at least more so than the L's theme B. But yeah, again, I think it conveys the investigative approach of L, the way he thinks, the way he conducts the investigation into Kira, and it once again reminds me of the special task force for Kira and all the conversations they have at their headquarters. So again, it's an incredible show. Check it out on my Patreon if you're interested. I'll try to remember to post a link to the watch along, and in that regard, shout out to Michaela, shout out to Chris, shout out to Yvonne, who's been watching it more recently, shout out to who else? There was someone else who watched it. In the moment, I'm forgetting. I know like Solo and I think even Izzy commented on a couple of the watch-alongs, though I'm not sure if they watched or if they took the full journey. But basically, it's an incredible ride, and if you don't mind me talking at some points and giving my analysis of various scenes, then I encourage you to head over to my Patreon and check out that watch-along. In any case, I look forward to more. I have 2 different soundtracks from the anime. Both of them have a lot of tracks in them. And I also have the soundtrack to the 2015 live-action show, which I think I've only done one reaction to. And at some point, I'll go through the live-action show on my Patreon. But at the time, or for the time being, I might focus a little bit more on the anime. But yes, I certainly will react to more of the tracks from the 2015 live-action show. But yeah, in any case, let me know what you think of this tune, and this little ragamuffin and I will see you next time. Peace.